Hello, primary families. Welcome back. We are so excited to be starting our school year next week with you. We are looking forward to having you on site for our before school conferences, and then we are ready to get our school year going. Today, I would like to share some changes that you will be seeing as we do get ready to start back on school. With that said, I do want to sincerely extend a huge welcome back. And regardless of what the 2020-2021 school year brings, it is going to be a great year. All right, the first big change that we're going to have is in our arrival process. This year, student drop-off can begin at 7:30 a.m., and this is district-wide. We're not able to provide supervision prior to the 7:30 arrival time, and we are trying to just kind of tighten the frame of when our students will be coming into the building and how much time between arriving and school starting. So 7:30 is our drop off time. We're asking that you do not have your child exit their vehicle until the supervisors are outside. We will have 3 supervisors out front this year. And we're asking that you please wait until your car is in between our 2 orange cones for you to have your child exit the vehicle. We're trying to control how many kids are exiting vehicles all at one time, trying to make it safe for cars to go through the loop, and just control the amount of students that are coming into the building. We are going to be making a video sharing our drop-off routines because we realize these changes are going to impact your routine in the morning. Siblings do need to be dropped off at their respective buildings. So if you have students in multiple buildings, we will have to have you stop at each building to let the students get out in front of their school. We are asking parents not to park in the lot and walk their kids across the crosswalk to the front doors. We are encouraging and we are asking that our parents use the drop-off lane, remain in your vehicles, as we will have over 200 families dropping off in the morning, and we need to keep the loop moving continuously. And stalling the loop with the pedestrian traffic just kind of will delay the drop-off process as a whole. So we are asking that any parent that's dropping off in the morning stays in their vehicle, and we will greet the kids with our supervisors out front, have them hop out and come into the building. Upon entering the building, students will report directly to their classrooms. So in the past, we've had recess outside. We are going to be, again, controlling things that we can control, and we are going to have our students report right to their classroom where they will meet their teacher. Students coming off the bus are going to enter the building using different doors by their grade level. So our kindergarten students are going to be coming off the bus, walking down to door P, and they will enter through there. Our first graders will go through door G, and our second graders will go through door J. And this, again, is for our bus riders. So we will also have some color-coded signs for students, and we have plenty of adult support for kids to help them learn these new routines. And then all students will report to their classrooms or they'll meet their teacher until the 7:55 a.m. start time. So if students do come in at 7:30, they will go up to their classroom. Their teacher will be there. They may be doing just kind of an alternative activity until that 7:55 start time. All right. Lockers. Students can use their lockers. They will be using their lockers with some social distancing plans in place, and these plans are being put in place through the classroom teacher. And teachers are going to be doing a lot of routine teaching to help our students understand the importance of allowing space, kind of staying in our bubbles, and again, just teaching them that there needs to be some distance to happen at their lockers, when they're in their classroom. And we will put these routines in place both at arrival and dismissal in our locker bays. Breakfast and lunch will be available daily, and it will be a grab and go breakfast. Breakfast carts will be located by each door in the morning with our food service Taher staff members to assist students that will be eating breakfast. And parents, we're going to ask you to fill out a breakfast form at your before school conference indicating if you will be a regular, breakfast, your child will be a regular breakfast eater. we know that not every day they may take that breakfast, but if they're thinking, 3 out of the 5 days, 4 out of the 5 days, we would consider that a regular breakfast eater. We're trying to assist Taher Food Service in getting as close of an accurate number as possible just for preparing ahead of time the breakfast that would be needed. And then we'll have, we will be having them also prepare, and they will be delivering the lunch to the classroom as well. So once a child would receive their breakfast bag, and we'll be able to highlight and figure out who may be a breakfast eater, they will take it to their classroom to eat, and a carton of 1% milk will also be given with breakfast. And again, that will go up to their classroom. Lunch will be served in the classroom. Students can either bring a lunch from home or purchase the bagged lunch from school. Monthly menus will be shared with the bagged lunch option very soon. And if students purchase the bagged lunch, a carton of 1% milk will accompany it. And then if students are bringing their lunch from home, just asking to bring some easy to open items that kids may be able to assist independently with opening versus some of the tougher things to open. All right, so recess is going to look different this year. Classes are going to have individual recess times in efforts of keeping our kids potted together. Classes will have 2 different recess times a day to go outside. And we are having 4 classes at a time spread out in the different areas around the building where recess can happen. And again, students will not be intermixing with other classes while they're at recess. They'll be with their classroom teacher. And then students will be reminded to still practice safe and socially distant behaviors outside. So the no physical contact, no contact with other students. Thank you to the Byron PTO for assisting us in getting some classroom-specific recess equipment. We appreciate your support. We are very excited to be able to put recess bags together for our classroom, so they will have things to do with their kids if they're not on the playground equipment that day. I realize I have a little spelling error here, and it should be practice safe and socially distant behaviors, not distinct. But all right, next slide. Specials. This year, our specialist teachers will travel to the classroom to provide instruction. So music, art, and innovations are going to be traveling to the actual student classrooms, and they will be teaching from that space. And again, that is just to minimize the traffic in the building and to keep our kids potted together as much as possible. PE will be outside as much as possible, and in inclement weather, we would be looking at having them spread out in the gym space. Still, again, providing activities that are going to keep our kids motivated and moving, and with their safe and well-being at the core. Our media specialists will be traveling to classrooms for read aloud time once a week. And right now, students will not be checking out books. We hope to see where we're at as we start the school year and bring things back into our student routines, if possible. So face covering. Students are required to wear a face covering. Students will be able to remove their masks when eating, drinking, or outside while still incorporating safe distancing. And the reason that mine is off right now is I am in a location where I am by myself. And so, boys and girls, I have my mask too. And normally you'll see me with this on. But right now I'm in a safe space where I can remove it, and it's easier to understand me when I'm taping for you as well. Students will store their masks in a brown bag labeled with their name, and they will take that with them when they go to recess outside or to PE, so that they can get a little bit of a mask break. And again, we will still incorporate safe distancing with the kids. Appropriate hand washing and sanitizing will take place upon removing and replacing student masks, and there will be a very large increase just in washing hands and disinfecting as a whole. Okay, devices. Students, our first and second grade students, have their iPads. We're asking that they bring that back when they come for their before school conference. Kindergartners will be receiving their devices, and any new students. Devices will be taken back and forth from school each day. This would be in case of an illness situation or just a student wouldn't be able to attend school for a particular reason, we do want them to have that accessibility to connect with their teacher in classroom. A technology update and letter was sent to all families earlier this month.